What's up, y'all? It's Lawrence from Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk. And today I went a little crazy. I went really crazy because I went to Target and I went and got the 4 Ninja Turtles from Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Did I say that right? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I should know the title of the movie from buying all the figures, but these are freaking dope. Let's get them open. Let's go. Boom. Here we go. Here are the freaking turtles. Now, as an 80s baby, 90s kid, I was a massive Ninja Turtles fan. I haven't really collected anything since I was a kid, but when I saw the trailer for this movie, the art style reminded me of Spider-Verse. It looked like something special, and I really dug the way they reimagined the turtles. They actually look like freaking teenagers, which I think is so freaking dope. But I did have like everything as a kid. I had all the turtles. I had like the basketball Donatello variant. I had Splinter. I had the van. I had a lot of them, man. All of them are at my parents' house, so they're not with me. I did have a couple to show and compare. Let's just take a look at these boxes real quick. These are some nice boxes, man. And you get, let's start with Donatello first. And you get Donatello right here. The brains. I love that, the brains. You got graffiti here, Splinter. Oops, a skull right here. And this really great just image of Donatello. Like, these toys are like $9. They are for kids, but all the details, man. It's not like a NECA. But these are so dope. In the back, you have all the turtles right here. And you get a little something about Donatello. You can pause that so if you want to read it. You also get a little something down here about the movie. You can pause that. Got Donnie, Leo, TMNT. Where's Mikey? Where's Mikey? I'm not sure where Mikey is. Maybe we'll see it on the other box, man. But so dope. And got Raph right here. Oh, that's so dope. That's really great. Got Raph. Donnie says Donnie. The angry one. That's your reputation, dude. And the back's pretty much the same. You can pause that if you want to read it. Where's Mikey? I'm still not seeing Mikey back here. I don't know. Anyways, it says 4 and up. There's a lot of little pieces in here, so I don't know. Leonardo, the leader. And just so smug. And here again, art style. Leo. A little something about him. And I still don't see Mikey. Is that an M for Mikey? Okay, maybe not. All right, then here's Michael. Oh man, look at that. That is great. Does he have braces? Michelangelo has braces. I love it, man. They are supposed to be teenagers. The Entertainer. That's the partier would have been better, but anyways, and you get a little something about him back here. Now this Target, I got these from 3 different Targets, and this one, just a jacked up box, bad Target. They weren't easy to find, but they just came out. I think they're going to be all over the shelf. So please don't do the aftermarket thing yet. Don't go on Amazon where they're like, I think this one's like $20 on Amazon. Please don't do that yet. I think these are going to be all over the freaking place. Let's get these things open. Let's start off with Donatello. And I'm not going to take forever. I know you guys got other videos to watch, but while I'm opening this, let me just tell you, how about you subscribe? How about you like? How about you leave a comment. Yeah. So we could keep growing this channel, keep giving you some cool stuff, and hit the playlist. We have other really great unboxings. Please tell me I don't need scissors. Looks like I do. Pause. All right, we're back. Got the scissors. And so like I said, man, I was in love with the Turtles as a kid, and then the movies were amazing. I know people crap on Secret of the Ooze, but that was my favorite as a kid. You know, as a kid, it was perfect. It was like one giant freaking toy. The lighter touch was great for me as a kid. Now the OG as an adult, that's a banger. It was a banger when I watched it, but I really enjoyed The Secret of the Ooze and Kino and all that stuff. I loved it. And then, of course, the cartoon. It's just something, it's so weird, like, you know, Mutant Turtles resonating so much, but they did, man. And I haven't really collected too many turtles. Oops. I haven't collected too many turtles since then. I thought this was going to be faster. Since I was a kid, you know, I got one over here that I got recently because it's so dope. But I was kind of, you know, done with Turtles. I mean, I enjoyed the live action movie that came out, even though the Turtles looked really freaking weird. But I still enjoyed it. Part 1 way more than Part 2, but Part 2 gave us Bebop and Rocksteady, which, you know, Secret of the Ooze couldn't give us Bebop and Rocksteady, gave us Toka and Razor. Okay. All right, we got Donatello out. Oof, why is this so yellow? Let's change this setting real quick. There we go. We can see him a little better. Okay. I love it. Let me get his, comes with this bow staff. Now, if I didn't know this was like straight up a little kid's line, I would probably call a flag on the fact that it looks like the other Turtles, their weapons are painted, which makes it look more high-end, but why is Donatello's staff not painted? But it's solid though, man. It's pretty freaking solid. And let's get a look at Donatello. Look at Donnie, man. This is a great freaking sculpt. Look at this. Like everything about it, like you get who he is the second you look at it. He got this belly bag with his smartphone right here, and it is it a, okay, yeah, it's a separate piece. So if you don't want it, wait, is it? It's not a separate piece. Okay, so this belly bag is connected to, yeah, his belly bag is connected to his belt, and the belt does not come off. So it's not like the OG where everything came off, but his glasses do come off. So you want him looking a little bit more OG, you got it right here. But, and they have, okay, they have little pegs right there that you can barely notice, but I'm gonna keep his glasses on because I love that charm about this figure and about these designs. You know, back in the day when I was a kid, all the Turtles looked exactly the same. Their hues of green might have been a little different, but they were all pretty much the same exact thing, kind of like He-Man. But now they have such personality. Holster for his bow, his staff fits in perfectly. And let's check out the articulation, man. You got, what is this, 11 points, I think, of articulation? I think it's like 11 points. I'm not going to count them, but check me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it's pretty good. Can we get the you can get the splits ish. Now this would be great if they gave us some ankle. It's a $10 figure, so I'm not coming at it too hard, but I wonder if it's gonna stand well. You do get, okay, you can pivot at the elbow a bit. It's a little funky to match up. Sorry, let me get that in frame for you. There we go. Wrists. Arms go all the, oh yeah, this is pretty good. And the head, you get, ooh, it's stiff. I prefer stiff than loose. You get up and down. I won't be doing this with all the figures, so I think they're basically the same. Raphael looks a little bigger, so I'll do him. But I think they're all gonna be pretty similar. But it's good, man. Articulation is good. Let's get a closer look for you guys. I just love this whole thing. Like, why would he leave the sewer without his, he wouldn't leave the sewer without his gadgets. And this does, I know on some turtles this comes out, but this doesn't. And it's pretty flexible, so it doesn't get in the way. And that's Donatello. I think Donatello is my favorite as far as the sculpt. My favorite turtle is Michelangelo. What are we doing here? That's Donatello. Put him right here. And that's what I was concerned about. How well are they gonna stand without that joint in their ankles? And you got the turtle shell, which could be a little top heavy. So standing them might be a little an issue, but there we go. Yep. Well, if he falls, he falls. I'll stand him up with his family later. And here we have, so you get this freaking bow with a blade on it. And this is old school. This is how the weapons used to come. You have to like take it off. It's whatever you call this. It's weapons tray. He has a bow with chains on it, throwing star. Of course, the pizza and ooze. Is this a canister of ooze? I'm not sure. But that's really cool. That's a throwback. That's a throwback. And it's pretty sturdy, man. Way sturdier than I remember ours being back in the day. And of course he comes with, it fell as I was taking him out. Now this is really cool. This is really cool. Because he comes with, oh, just making a mess, excuse me. Making a mess, changing the settings on my lights. Bear with me. I changed locations. Figured it's just easier to do it in my office. It's also where all my toys are. Here we go. Sorry for about that, but we're gonna just keep it all in here because we just go uncut. Unless I gotta get a pair of scissors. But anyways, you get this really cool baby Donatello minding his business, just in the sewer, about to get hit with a bunch of ooze. Next up, let's get Raphael, the angry one, the badass. Raph. I love Raph now. As a kid, I guess back in the day in the cartoon, he never really came off all that angry. I guess because it's a cartoon. It's a kid's cartoon. But in the movie, Raph had a chip on his shoulder, boy. He had a massive chip on his shoulder, and I liked it a lot. Just just distinguishing them and how him and Leo would just constantly go at it. And I'm sure it's that way in other content, to be honest with you. I haven't kept up with a lot of the Turtles cartoons, although I hear some of them are really good. And I guess in my head, I feel like I've aged out of some of those Nickelodeon cartoons. Although that animated movie was pretty freaking good. I enjoyed that. And I'm definitely hyped for this one. Ooh, size falling everywhere. Okay. We got Raphael out. Oof. And here we go. This is a dope sculpt. This is a great freaking sculpt. And it's almost, and he has a pouch here on his belt. And it looks like he has some kind of tape or something going over his buckle. The R, just like the old school, but it's a little different, although you can see the D, but he doesn't have tape over it. Well, compared to the other ones, but it's almost like his stuff is just rugged and has to like tape it back together because he's always fighting. Got a scar on his shell. His shell is much more, beat up looking. It's almost like Raphael's an underground fight club. I mean, it's pretty freaking dope. Articulation is kind of the same. It is a bigger figure than Donatello, for sure. And even just the details in his neck, how he's just angry. And as you can see, he's been hitting the weights. He's been carving up and hitting the weights. Man, now you have to, I'm having a hard time with the knee. Yeah, you have to be able to find it because it rotates. There we go. And it's a little stiff, but like I said, I prefer that than extremely loose. You can always loosen it, but you can't get it stiff again. That's what she said. Yeah. A little, not too much up and down. Remember, these are $10 toys. These are for kids. And let's take a look at his size real quick. That's pretty great, man. Back in the day, they were just one color with no personality. And this one, look, like it looks like he's been using these. Like the blade is worn and dented, and you see little nicks. That's actually really freaking cool. And this is interesting because they're not exactly the same. This has like a, I'm not sure, texture here, and this doesn't. So I don't know if that's cool. Like this one, he blocks weapons more, and this one, he stabs people. Or is that just a mess up? I'm just going to say their personality. So let's put these bad boys in. And okay, doesn't hinder him too much. And it's kind of interesting that they don't really sit evenly. Like this pouch makes it so this is way more off to the side than this one. But I'm okay with that. I'm gonna give you the 360. Of course, you got, why it's gotta be on the back of the belt? I guess it's on the back of his too. I didn't even notice it. You know, they usually put these like under their feet or something so we can't see the whatever. I love the whole idea of the bandana mask for him. It just makes him look tough. Makes him look real tough. That's a great figure right there. And I love that they have their own shade of green. And and you have baby Raphael when he was innocent. Before, he turned into a ninja badass. Next up, oh my bad, I gotta show you the tray. He comes with a broken canister of ooze. I forgot what this blade is called, but it's like there's usually like a rope at the end of it and you can throw it around, right? And he has these type of kind of hook blade things, which is dope. Slice of pizza and his throwing stars, and they're different. They're incredibly different. Even the stars aren't the same. I like that. Like whereas Donatello's is more perfect, like perfectly sharpened, and and Raph's is just edgy and ugly, but it gets the job done. Kind of like Raph, edgy and ugly, but he gets the job done. He's not ugly, but you know what I mean. All right, let's get Leo out, the leader of the team. Splinter's chosen leader. Or did his personality traits just choose himself? What was your favorite turtle growing up? I mean, as a kid, how can you not like Michelangelo? He was just so much fun. Leonardo's kind of like a stick in the mud, man. Wasn't he, though? He was kind of like just always following the rules, which is just not as much fun as a guy who breaks the rules, Raphael. Now, Donatello was a nerd, and I say that in the most loving way, because back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, you know, if you have glasses, which I did, you're automatically called Urkel. You know, you're automatically called a nerd, as if being smart is something to be ashamed of. So it was really cool to have Donatello be smart, and you can still get these hands. And I love now that they really leaned into it with the glasses and stuff. And I hope in the movie, you see, like, don't sleep on this dude. You will catch these hands. But anyways, enough about Donatello. Leo, you know, never really loved the Boy Scout. But now as an adult, I tend to like him, especially his dynamic with Raphael. I hope they are always, bickering and arguing, because I think that's a great dynamic between them. And here we go. Here's Leonardo. Much thinner, as you can see, than Raphael. But, I want to say these are the same. They kind of have, no. Leonardo's actually a little buffer. You can see the sculpting in his arms, and his legs are a little thicker. And he's slightly more green, where Donatello's more yellow, but not as green as Raphael. So I love the subtle change here. And yeah, he's more cut. He's more fit. He's lifting just heavy weights, and he's doing calisthenics. You know, he's doing CrossFit while he's just powerlifting. But here we go. Oof. Yep, same articulation, just as stiff as the other ones. Yep. And I just love how smug he is. I wonder if that's how he's going to be in the movie. Just kind of smug, kind of know-it-all, kind of like, whatever you got, let's go. He has throwing stars on his belt and a nice buckle here. They all have like really different kind of unique buckles, just accents, which is just nice. This gives them all personality. You don't feel like you're getting the same figure in different colors, which is kind of what it was back in the day with different weapons. And he has his katanas. Just called them swords back in the day. And like, I'm not even showing you guys these. And these are identical. Unlike Raphael's size, which they would be. Leonardo is probably like a perfectionist. Probably like, you know, sharpens these and polishes these so they're all perfect. Rewraps the handles just to get them all perfect. But and give you a 360. This is a good blue too. I love how vibrant all the colors are. This is great for a kid's toy, man. I mean, the NECA ones are dope, but these are great. And I love these designs. So much pretty, like you can look at these guys and just see their personalities. I'm real curious, you know, I never thought of a smug Leonardo, but he is smug. Or he looks smug to me. What do you guys think? Now, he's having a hard time standing. He has a lot of weight on his shell. And that's where the ankle joint would have came in handy. So he's gonna be a problem. They do have peg holes, but there's no stand. That's probably for the base. I'm not getting the base. I'm good with these. He might just have to wait. Yeah. Okay. If he falls, he falls. And here, his innocent little turtle. Now, all the turtles, just leave them. Leave them for now. They're all identical. Just different shades of green. Just different shades of green. And his weapons tray comes with 3 of these little throwing side things, which is great. Which is that's my point. Raphael has the same one, but his is all jagged and worn, whereas Leo's is perfectly sharpened and looks perfect. And he has a broken canister of ooze, and it looks the same as Raph's. I'll tell you what's different though. His throwing star is unique, and it's unique to Donatello's. So already there's a lot of personality here, man. They could have easily gave them all the same stuff, and we wouldn't have batted an eye. Not for this price point. All right. It's taken long enough. Last but not least, he is just here for a good time, man. The box is already practically ripped open. Target, you suck. No, you don't suck, but this is not packed well. I don't blame you, Target. I blame wherever this shipping came from. Sorry, Target. Here we go. Sorry, my Spider-Man. Mayfix Spider-Man fell. Got him standing up on the desk. Little flex. Little toy flex. Where else can I flex but here? Nobody else in my personal life cares that I have a $100 Spider-Man action figure. They look at me like I'm crazy. But you guys get it. You guys get the addiction. Okay. Now already, man, how can you not love Leo? First of all, Leonardo's always been lovable. If you look at this figure, you look at this head sculpt. How can you not love this guy? And he is definitely smaller than everybody else. Almost like he's a little younger. Like he's 13 and Donnie's 14 and these two might be 15. Wow. And, oh, we got a little paint right there. It's $10. And just cowabunga, dude. I love this figure. I tell you, man, when I was getting these, a part of me said, what are you doing? You're collecting turtles again? Nothing against collecting turtles, but I don't collect turtles. So all of a sudden I'm going all in on this Mutant Mayhem line. And I'm like, the designs are cool, but are you about to go all in? You don't even collect turtles. And then I saw this and I was like, how can you not get this, man? Come on. Do a little 360 action. I love how his just kind of rests over his shoulder while the other ones are windblown. And his is here to party. His goofy eyes. And I think he has braces. Now, I'll tell you, the outlining in black and the black around, like it just adds, in the teeth, it just adds a lot of detail that you don't usually get with figures at this price point. So Playmates killed it, man. Let's take a look at his nunchucks. I dropped one, his nunchucks, and that's pretty cool, man. Now, this is not flexible at all. But it's not so rigid you think it might break, although you probably can easily break it. Let's see how they fit. 'Cause this is saw another guy put them in the other way. But yeah, I guess they would. I always thought they would go up, but yeah, the chains would be facing down. Chains don't float up. So there we go. I forgot which toy tube. Was it Toy Shiz who went every other one? But I didn't like the way that looked. It looked too busy. And I think this works. Oh, maybe not. Maybe he was onto something. I think he might have been onto something. Yeah, they'll probably pop out. I might have to go every other one. But I think this is okay for now. This Michelangelo is dope. And he is smaller. He is smaller than the rest of them. It's a completely different sculpt and a different shade of green. Michelangelo's dark skin. And let's take a look at his weapons tray. He has ooze. Looks exactly the same. No. His is broken in a different direction. His is different. His is different. And Donatello's isn't broken, which is interesting. And his throwing stars, it was like Splinter. It's like Splinter had them make theirs, and Donatello's is perfect. Leo's is efficient. I'm sorry, no. Leo's is efficient. Raph's gets the job done. And he was just trying to, I don't know if these work. He's just trying to create a cool design. He does have the smallest pizza, which doesn't make sense. Microphone nunchucks, which go to a toy that came out back in the day. And like these, a freaking sickle on a chain. I don't know the official term. That's pretty freaking dope, man. And of course, baby Michelangelo. Yo, so let's see how these guys all stand together. Now, can't get dynamic poses with them. I'm going to try. But just how different in scale they all are. And they're all different. I would say Leo and Donatello have the closest, but Leo's more muscular. And also the hardest to stand. All right, let me drop this down a little bit. So you can really see what we're working with here. Oh, these are great, man. Ugh, if he can only stand. These are great. So much character and everything is different. Even like, look at their little shell here. It's not the same. Could easily have been the same. It's not the same. And I love that Mikey is, he's the smallest one. It's kind of cute. Can you imagine these two? I would love to see these two on a mission together. They would get on, Mikey would get on Raph's nerves. These two would probably geek out. These two would probably work really well together. And all bickering aside, the most badass combo right here. That's dope. Hold on, I really want to get him to stand so you guys can really see them all in action. But Leonardo doesn't want to. And my McFarlane peg hole is not the same at all. And nope. Oh. He'll do. Now, like I said, I don't have many turtles to compare it to, but I do have this vintage Casey Jones. Does he fit in this? I know he doesn't as far as articulation in the mold, but does he just kind of fit in the background here? Just kind of like Casey Jones. He might. I think he works kind of like off to the side a bit. Yeah. And then I have this movie Michelangelo, which is really great. This is a great figure, and they have the same kind of energy, just happy, right? Just happy. And then I have, the dopest turtle figure right here, which is this last Ronin. Spoiler alert, oops. But in an alternate universe, maybe not that alternate, he becomes that guy. He becomes that guy. I have a whole unboxing of this oh no! I have a whole unboxing of this bad boy. You can check it out. I'm sorry, Mikey. But man, I am extremely happy. Playmates, you did your freaking thing. Even if Leo can't really stand up, you did your freaking thing, man. These figures are dope. I took up enough of your time. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. I am happy. Where are they gonna go? I have no idea, but I'll figure it out. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the playlist. Let me know what you think about these turtles. Are you excited for the movie? Let me freaking know. And I'll be back. Same turtle time, same Mayhem channel. Peace. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk.